You can get a job with grade 12 high school diploma, but you are limited as far as your mobility goes. And the chances of getting a job with a grade 12 right now are pretty slim, because we're looking for people who have experience in the field of some description, whether it's volunteer or whether it's paid. And but generally, yeah, you could get the job again with a grade 12 diploma, but your mobility isn't as great. Like, I could act as a parole officer or go into another avenue, like programs officer, something like that. They look for a degree. Apply to something you'd always been interested in, and I had read that the prison was opening up, and I thought, that'll be interesting, I'll give it a try. Stress and managing stress. Working with the bureaucracy is really, really frustrating. It can be extremely frustrating. If you come in from a background where you believe that you can help people, and you get into this, and you're working sometimes with people who are coming from other prisons, their only experience is working in a men's prison. So the differences of opinion and the different styles, and then you have the big bureaucracy that wants to make everything look like everything's working out well because it's a prison and it's the federal government. It can be frustrating. The funny thing is, I think you have to get them intrinsically. You have to like what you do. You have to, I can think of one situation where there was this lady who was lower functioning, and she came from a horrible, horrible background. And, she was justified in not wanting to say hello to people, and she didn't for months. And I used to come in every day and say hello, right, and talk to her. And I remember the day that I walked through the unit, and she looked up and she said, "Hi, Paula." And I thought, wow, okay, I'm not just this person who's there to criticize or point a finger or whatever. And you realize you can connect with people, and sometimes you see somebody. We get a card every now and again. I got a card from someone who came out, and I'll probably keep that forever, because this person had some real hard times, and took the time to say thanks. In my job as an officer, I greet everyone that comes in the institution, and it's not like the Walmart greeter. Okay, so what you do is you ensure there's a barrier at the gate, and there's a barrier right beside me to my right where all the offenders are. So my responsibilities are to ensure that the right people are coming in that gate, and that nobody that isn't supposed to be going through the gate to get out gets out, and just manage the visitors that come in, process them through our security. You have to have a really good resume. You have to have a really good working knowledge of if you're going to look for how to get into the field. I think the most important thing is get on the internet and go on the website and look at what's available, and do your homework, study it, find out exactly what they're looking for, and put your resume together so that it fits specifically and highlights all the things that they're asking for. And don't be afraid to include any experience at all that you have working with people. Go out and volunteer with people, like anybody who is disenfranchised, like anyone who is in a situation where they need services, the food bank, women's shelters, the Y, working with kids, whatever, if it's a humanitarian based job, any of the service industries, where you can say I have people skills, being able to work in a group is huge. Being able to be part of a team, so sports teams, you want to get out there, and if you really want to do the job, you want to know that you're comfortable being with at least one other person for long periods of time. Like that's the other thing, our hours are long. You know, we do 12-hour shifts. You can start your day and it's very, very quiet, and before you know it, you have all hell, breaking loose.